Hopefully we are live. Let me get over here and change my screen so I can actually see what's going on. Hopefully everybody's having a great day today. If we are live, if there's somebody on this stream, let me know. Is the audio good? Can you guys hear me good? I'm trying to wait for it to come up on my screen up here. Still waiting to see what is going on here. Hopefully we're live or getting there. Yes, what's up, Carlos? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you coming on here. I just wanted to go live to show you guys kind of what I've been doing here on Bumblebee. I mean, it looks just like Bumblebee, right, from Transformers. In fact, the license plate is Bumblebee. But wanted to kind of show you guys what I'm doing here because this car, when I got it, was actually in pretty bad shape. Tons of swirls. It had been sitting for about 5 years, hadn't moved for 5 years, and the front bumper had been taken off and painted. What's up, Jim Love? Iman Kelly, what's up? The front bumper had been repainted, and the guy that sanded it and painted it did not do a very good job painting it. His sanding marks were really bad, so I had to try to address that. So on the front bumper, do I sound good, you guys? Let me know. Is it too loud or what? Let me know. On the front bumper, I had to wet sand 3,000 grit sandpaper, and then I had to compound and polish it. I've done most of the car already, but it's turning out so good, as you guys probably saw in the thumbnail, that I was like, I got to go live. I want to show this because I really don't have time. Thank you, Iman Kelly. Thank you, Jim Love. I really don't have time to make a video. So if I go live, you guys can still see what I'm doing. I'm using the new cart. Thank you, Serranos. By the way, since you're a YouTuber, I'm using the new DJI Mic 2. In fact, let me go grab it really quick. I can show you what it is. Sorry, just got done sneezing, so I'm kind of sniffling. So it comes in this case right here. You can't see the transmitter because it's actually attached to my phone. And then this one comes with 2 mics. They're magnetic, dude, and they will not fall off. When I make my videos, I put on the inside of my shirt, and it still sounds absolutely amazing. I turned off noise canceling because when noise canceling is on, I have that new tuber. Okay, so you have it. Yeah, this is a fantastic microphone setup. But when noise canceling on, it makes the polisher sound really weird, high pitched, so it's hard for people to, Bluetooth compatible. Yeah, I haven't tried that though. I always go ahead and just use that transmitter. I'm hoping that my volume's not too high because I had to turn my gain up to actually make it sound somewhat decent. But yeah, I really dig this kit. In fact, when I was in Nebraska at the DIY detail event, Pan had these, so we were testing them out, using them. I was like, okay, I gotta go get some of these. So let me go put this up. We'll get started here. So first thing that I want to do, I want to show you guys what I've done so far, and we will go from there. What's up, Tim? Good to see you. Thank you. Audio is great. Thank you. Let me turn you guys around. I'm gonna try to hold the camera steady. Hopefully we stay good here. So this bumper was really bad. I mean, this was nothing but swirls and sand scratches. So it looks really good. Very happy with it. Now you guys notice it is not the same color. The guy didn't, he should have put another coat of paint on it, to be honest with you. So the hood is done. Okay. The front bumper is all done. Well, I haven't finished yet. Like, it's all been compounded basically. And this side has all been compounded with the gold standard polish with the wool pad, which is what I'm going to show you guys here in this video. But I'll show you guys with the hex lights on. This thing is crazy. Look at that. This is what the hex lights are good for. They are not good for doing paint correction. They are good for showing off the gloss of the paint, which is pretty freaking cool. But so anyways, yeah, so I've done this entire side. It is finished, other than I got to go over everything with the rotary, which I'm not going to do in this video. I can't wait to do it though, because Ivan taught me how to do it and I'm excited. So yeah, you guys, this is the cart. First time using it. I'm actually absolutely digging it. I love having and you guys are gonna see me use it here in a minute. This is at my height now. The gold standard polish works fantastic, especially with with this wool pad this is DIY's wool pad. And I put links in the description, you guys want to check it out. I'm still trying to get used to using it as a spray. So from what Ivan says, typically when you put 4 dots on here, one spray from that, which covers this whole pad, is equivalent to 1 dot. So you're only using a quarter of the amount of polish that you need. And then I'll still use the same polish for my finishing step also, which is great. So yeah, so there's the cart. So I am using a damp microfiber towel with rinseless wash, and then my dry for wipe off. And like I said, I'll be using that, but not in this live stream. This live stream is not gonna be really long. You guys look at my garage, it's a mess. It is an absolute mess right now, but yeah, let's get to this. I'll set you guys up over, actually, hang on a minute. Let me show you guys what the paint looks like first, because we're gonna start here. Hopefully the camera will pick it up. It is heavy swirls. Gosh, this color is so hard to show you guys. The swirls in the paint. Let's see if we come down to like here maybe. No? I know we can see them up here. That's how bad it is. It's just the way the light hits it. And this GM clear coat is hard. That's why I'm using a wool pad. I expected that. I already knew it was going to be. So, all right, here we go. Got it up here on the TV so I can make sure that I'm actually in focus and everything. Looks like we're pretty good. So let's get going. When I turn the polisher on, it may be loud because my microphone is right here on my chest, so please be aware of that. I can't read the comments right now. I'll have to read the comments here in just a little bit, or you guys can make the comment again if you want. But I just got done doing the back bumper, so I need to go ahead and clean this pad. So we're gonna go down to a speed 1, put a couple pumps in. Before, I used to be down here doing it. So nice having it up here. Like I said, it may be loud, I apologize. And that is it. And I just noticed my pad washer's cracked. What in the world? I don't put a lot of pressure down on that. Yeah, it's cracked. Dang, I'm about to buy another one. Okay, so while it's still spinning, I'll have to make it spin again. I'm just gonna take the gold standard polish in one pull. Let me show you guys what that does. I do have a lot of goop right here, but it's across the whole pad. We have the gold standard polish across the whole thing. So it's not like I'm putting it on dry. I'm not putting it on dry. The pad's wet from the rinseless wash, and it has gold standard polish on it, and it's throughout all the fibers on the wool pad, which is great. Makes it, this is the first time I've really used gold standard the way that you're supposed to. When I first got it, I tested it. I really didn't care for it, but after going out to Nebraska and watching Ivan use it and him explain it, it made a lot of sense to me. Because I didn't care for the spray at first, but now that I'm kind of getting used to it, I'm not spraying everything on my box, it's actually working out pretty well. So I'm gonna do like probably half of this right here. Start out with low speed. We're gonna do this side. Not a big section. And then we're gonna go up to a speed 5. Hopefully the audio is not terrible. Slow and steady wins the race. Another thing Ivan teaches is posture. I have really bad posture anyways. I learned a lot from going out there to Nebraska. get more of these wool pads too. I only have one. It cuts really well, especially on this hard clear coat PCM has. I'm gonna go one more time. And this paint all the way around is like 7 mils. So we got tons of paint to deal with. That's it. And that's it. Hopefully it wasn't too crazy loud for you guys from the microphone. So I am using a damp towel with DIY rinseless wash, a damp towel, and then a dry towel. So that's how we do the wipe off. You don't have to, but I think it really helps. Doing a dry wipe off is okay. It still comes off pretty easy, but the damp towel makes it just a lot easier. Just kind of like cuts right through it. Okay. I'm gonna go over with the dry towel. Now remember, we still have to finish it. So this is just basically the compounding stage is all this is. Check my work before I get the camera off the tripod. Oh yeah. And we'll get you guys so you guys can see it. Fabuloso Detailing. What's up, the devil's in the detail? Appreciate that. Okay, so let me try to hold you guys a different way. I apologize. So this is before. Really, really hope, yeah, you guys can see that. And then just follow over to where we just got done right there. Now we still have to come in and refine it. There's a scratch left over right there. We still got to come in and refine it, but we are about 98% easily. What's up, Papa Smurf? So as you guys can see, big time difference, not a lot of effort. And this car is turning out absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, it has stuff like this. Can't do anything with that. And there are a lot of rock chips right there where those little fake fins are from coming up off the front tire. But I'm trying to not be I'm kind of shaky. I need to eat. But we're going to keep on trucking. We're not going to be live forever long, but I might stay live long enough to see if we can remove this right there. Every Bumblebee in Indiana, yeah, it's going to be. So, yeah, so that's how you do the DIY detail method of spraying. But look, check out what I just noticed. I don't know how, and I don't put a bunch of pressure down. That got cracked. It kind of sucks. I might have to order another one, but that's what it is. I've had that thing for a couple of years now. One of my YouTube subscribers actually sent that to me, which was very nice of them. Yeah, so let's keep on trucking. Gonna get this section right here done next. Let me see if you guys had any questions or anything like that. Let me check this really quick. I didn't know that the gold standard polish could also be used as a, you can use it as a compound or as just a polish. It just depends on the pad you use. So if you team it up with a microfiber or a wool pad like I'm using here on this car, it's gonna be like compound. Now, I've never tried to do this. Ivan and Nick say that you can compound and you don't have to wipe it off. And then you can follow it up with a finer pad for your polish for finishing out and then wipe it off all at once. I've never tried that because I want to check my work. I don't want to compound this whole car and then polish it and find out that my compound did not do a very good job or I didn't do a very good job. I missed a bunch of spots. My goal when I'm detailing for somebody, 95%. That is my goal. This gold standard polish with this wool pad, I am getting pretty much 98%, which is mind-blowing to me, which is awesome. The first time I ever used gold standard polish was when they first sent it to me about 2 years ago, and I used it with a foam pad. I was not impressed. You guys noticed you never saw a video about it from me. I was not impressed with it. I just couldn't seem to make it do what I wanted to do. I'm watching Ivan's videos. I'm like, man, look what he's doing. How is he doing that? Why can't I do that? The pad combination is huge. Spraying it on like he shows to do and wiping off with a damp towel is really big too. Now I won't do that at for the final step. I don't know what I'm gonna put on this car yet. I may put a coating on it, a 1-year coating. I might use the app. I have it. I've not used it yet. I did buy the Bauer battery operated polisher for like 20 bucks. I already had batteries for it, so to use on the app, but I don't know. That's neither here nor there. This video is about just showing you guys kind of the compounding stage right here on Bumblebee. David Ruiz, what is up? Headed to my train to do some conductor stuff. Just stop by. Thank you, Devils in Detail. I appreciate that. Wow, it's been a long time. Hello, old friend. LKB Pythons, it has been a while. Thank you so much. Sorry, somebody was texting me. Pad washer was just on sale. Of course it was just on sale. I cannot believe I just noticed it was cracked. Been using it all day long and I just noticed it was cracked, which sucks, but it is what it is. Let me go back up here again. I'm trying to... What coating are you going to use? I think Neil White, I think if I'm going to do anything, it's probably just going to be Immortal because he really just wanted just a wax. So I'm going to put Immortal on it, which will last about a year. Actually, I know it'll last a year. It's a good coating. Yeah, that's pretty much it right there. Peace out, homies. I'm out. All right, Devils in Detail, appreciate it. Show just what is up. All right, you guys, I'm going to keep on trucking here. After every single pass, I always go back to my pad washer, clean the pad, let it spin to spin majority of the water out that's in it. Rinseless wash isn't going to really hurt anything. I just don't want my pad dripping wet when I go to put it on the paint. And then I spray the polish on, and I just keep going. I have done this car pretty quick, actually. So here we go. We're going to have a bunch of noise here again. Apologize. Here we go. Try to stand away from it so you guys don't have to listen to it too much. And I just barely lift it off, try not to spray my bike. Turn it up. I have had pads fly off doing that, by the way, so you got to be careful. Okay. Then I kind of slow it down by hand. And that's it. One spray, and you're good to go. See if anybody else is making comments. I saw the screen kind of pop up when I was standing over there, so let's just see. You guys noticed in the video, I have very bad posture. Immortal rocks. Man, Immortal's so good. Version of the pad washer. Daryl Merharg, I actually have seen it in person. I just don't know when that's going to get released. If Ivan's in the chats, hopefully he'll be able to say. I cannot sling crap everywhere with my pad washer. Yeah, there's nothing you can do. I'm trying to not get on the bike or the car. Every time I use it, my brain goes like, how can I make this better? If we had a way, and I may end up building it myself, as you guys saw in today's video, though I am not a carpenter, but I may find a way to put a shroud around it. It just needs to be, I don't know, maybe 6 inches tall. That's it. A shroud around it, enough that I can still get my hand in there and use it. That would help out a lot to keep water from flinging everywhere when you get done, because it does make a mess. It's on my cart. Let me see if it is. If it is, I'll show you guys. Yeah. So here, let me show you guys really quick. That's the point of this live, to kind of show you guys some stuff. So, see all these dots? Yep, that is sling, is what that is. What I have found, if I use the gold standard polish over my polish washer, or my polishing pad cleaner, as you see, I get my overspray in there. That's better than getting my overspray. The first time I did it today, I sprayed it all over all this stuff, and I had to take every bottle out, clean every bottle. It was a nightmare. Ooh. All right, I got you guys sitting on my drain, and it keeps rattling the camera. All right. Running out of daylight here. Need to keep on trucking here. I need my stool. I've already done the top lip of this. Now this, I've got plenty of polish. I'm going to go ahead and go down to the very bottom. And I'm going to do this whole section right here. There is a pretty good scratch right here. Hopefully we can remove it, but we'll see. You guys notice I'm not a slow polisher. I'm a fast polisher. It still gets the job done. Hopefully we can remove the scratch right here. What am I doing? The 5x5? Hopefully diminish it, which it did, but not completely. And the rocks that beat the crap out of this cylinder. Yeah, you guys can see me. There's so many rock chips. It's not even funny. You guys notice I'm not changing the polisher. I'm holding it the same way all the way throughout the whole panel. It's a lot easier for me to do it like that. Here's that scratch again. Definitely not going to be able to remove it. For some reason, my vertical up passes like this, I go fast. I don't know why. I always have. I have to tell myself to slow down. I'm a very impatient person. All right, one more pass. Got rid of those scratches. There's some scratches right there. This one's not going anywhere. I can make it better. We're not going for perfection. We're going for better on this car. It's looking amazing. The cool thing about this car, I've got it for however long I want it, so I'm not in a huge hurry to get this done. Like on the bumper last night, I worked for about 2 hours wet sanding, compounding, and then I polished a section. I wanted to get my game plan together for today, and then this morning I came out and I executed that game plan. I figured out last night what I needed to do to make it look as absolute best that I can, and then I just did that this morning. And then when I first started polishing the car, I did not start out with gold standard polish. I started out with something different, a different pad, and it was not working. I said, okay, you know what? We're going to give this gold standard polish an opportunity. Let's just see what it does. I watched them do it at Nebraska. I saw that it can work. I just never had luck myself. And then I'm using it with that wool pad, mixed with the wool pad. And I need to get, Ivan, if you're in here, I need some more wool pads. 5 inch is what I use, or 6 inch, or 3 inch. I need all of them. But that combination is killer, absolutely killer. Rinseless wash, once again. You notice my towels are different colors. That's the way I don't forget. Not that I can forget because this one's wet, but that's just me. I always have a different color towel for wipe off. When I use a detail spray, same thing. My first towel is a different color than my second towel. Okay. I'll take my towel, my dry towel, go in. And wipe it off. Couldn't be easier. And what that's doing, that rinseless wash on the surface is almost, I guess the best way I could say is almost like a drying aid. So it's got the lubrication so you don't re-scratch the surface, but it leaves nothing behind. So you're leaving nothing on the surface at all. And I'm using the old version, by the way, because I still have a ton of it, so I'm trying to go through it. The new version of rinseless wash, less wash. It's just got a lot more surfactants in it. So, all right, let me show you guys what it looks like. Got 26 people in here. I'm kind of surprised because I didn't really expect a whole lot of people to watch me polish paint, but I'll get to comments here in just a second. Okay, so let's go to this door so you guys can kind of get a before. You guys can see that, and there we go. There's our after. Looks really good, you guys. Now, the scratch I couldn't get rid of completely right there, as you guys can see it, but it was a lot darker and a lot more noticeable. From back here, you're not going to see it. There was a couple scratches right here that I was able to remove, but let me show you all these rock chips. Look at all those rock chips. And that's because this fender sticks out. Ooh. And there's no mud flaps on here, so it's kicking up rocks from the front wheels, and it's hitting back here, and it is just beating the snot out of it. There's even a rock chip right there. It's better than watching college football. Brian Cal, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, it is looking really, really good. As you guys can see. If you're just joining us, let me show you guys. Penn State game over. Let me show you guys, if you're just joining us, I'll turn the hex lights on so you can see what I've done so far. So there's what I've done so far. And this is a 2010, so it's not new by any stretch of imagination. It's been sitting for about 5 years, hasn't moved. So, and I'm not making any videos on it because I need to get this thing done, but it looks so good with the hex lights on. Looks absolutely amazing. And this front bumper was trashed. I had to wet sand the whole entire front bumper compound and polish that. More like better than watching the Michigan game. Oh boy. Who's winning that game anyways? I think they're playing Texas. That game's probably over by now. All right, I know I'm kind of close to the camera, but I just want to check this out. Check out your guys' chats here. Are you on the DJI mic right now? I am. I have a Mortal on our minivan and love it. Yeah, Mortal's so good, Mary. Someone get this man a cherry Pepsi. All I got over there is water right now. I need to go get a drink actually before I continue on. I cannot. Okay, I've already been there. But yeah, this is the DJI mic right here, and it's magnetic. So I have the magnets on the inside of my shirt. But when I'm making my video for the channel, not live stream, I actually put the microphone on the inside of my shirt and the magnet on the outside. And I try to hide it the best I can so it's not really noticeable. Like today's video, did you guys notice my microphone? Probably not. But that's the very first video that I've used this microphone on. I love it. It works so good. Let me get a drink real quick and we'll keep on going. Hopefully everybody's having a great Saturday. I try my best to not, gulp the water down so you guys don't have to listen to it because it's right next to my throat. Get you guys back here. Just a little bit more. There we go. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm just going to stay live and we're going to finish this side of the car. That's it. And then I'll show you guys because I'm still, like I said, I want to see if I can do anything. I don't know. I can kind of catch my hand on it, my finger a little bit. But I'm sure that we can make it better. Just working like always. I need a vacation. I don't know when the lady time. Man, last time you had vacation was probably like last week, Texas one. USC tonight. That is why I always order OEM mud guards. Yeah, because rock chips are awful on this thing. All right, keep going. Keep on trucking. Gonna be loud. I'll keep saying that because if people join the chats, they need to know, hey, watch out. If you have headphones on, it's gonna be loud. Tell me this isn't the best idea that Ivan ever had right here was this on this. This is just a good idea, other than it does get crap all over pretty much everything. And I just sprayed it in there, but it's fine because my pad is completely covered with the gold standard polish, so we're good to go. It's taken pretty much this entire car for me to get used to spraying it without spraying everything that I can possibly spray in the background. especially not, like I said, not trying to spray my bike. This door here, well, let me show you guys a before. That way you guys can kind of see. What the heck? This door here is the worst because it's the driver's door. The driver's door on every car you ever detail is always going to be the worst because it's getting touched. Every single time the car gets moved, it gets touched. So it's always going to be the worst. Worse. It's always going to be the worst. That's the word I'm looking for. So with these lights, you should be able to see how bad the paint is. Now look at the fingernail scratches. Nothing I can do with that right now. I'll do that off camera. You can kind of see all those scratches there. But I'm gonna do this top section. That's how I did on the other side. Okay, I'll break this into threes, and then half, and then half. Because when it comes to polishing paint, you do not want to go too big because you need a certain amount of polish in a certain amount of area. You don't want to stretch it so it's really thin you're polishing. Okay. I think I'll stand up with this. Now the challenge here, I probably should have taped off these, but I didn't. He doesn't want me to polish these because he doesn't want it glossy, and it's gonna make it glossy if I do. But I'm just paying attention to my pad. I know my throw, and I just go around them. Right now, just spread the polish out. That's all we're doing. You notice I got the machine sideways, that we can go right underneath the mirror. Make sure you always overlap. Right now I'm going to go right up against it. If I get into it a little bit, it's not a big deal. I just don't want to start really getting into it. Just watching my throw, that's all I'm doing. Making sure I don't get into it too bad. Now in a section like this, I'm going to do all horizontal passes, so we're going to go back over. Up. I'm a little too fast right there. Pretty much it. I'm going to just handle them over here one more time. And always, when you turn your machine off, make sure that's almost done spinning or completely done spinning on the surface. Otherwise, you end up taking a face full of polish. Done that in the past. I know that for a fact. It will happen. Probably ought to just move my cart down, but I kind of want to keep it over here away from all my stuff. You know, I'm going to wipe it off dry. I want to show you guys. It is very easy to wipe off dry. But you do run the risk of remarring the surface, but I do have to go back over it anyways with the rotary to finish it out. And that's it. Let me show you guys. Who do I got left in here? Start making comments so I know who's in here. So you remember what it looked like before? Okay. Remember all those scratches before? Now look at it. Is it perfect? No. But it is way better. All right, Papa Smurf. See you, Eric. Way, way better. You still have stragglers. Like I said, I go for 95%. That is a huge difference right there than what we had earlier. We got tons and tons of gloss. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do now, I'm going to stop working on this door just so I can go ahead and show you guys this fender. That way we don't have to stay live forever, because we'll end up being live forever if I still got to do the door twice. So let's not do that. In fact, let me show you really quick. Okay, see that scratch? Goes all the way down to right there. Yeah, there you go. All the way up. Let's see if we can't remove that. Let's see what we can do with it. Can you guys see it? Get out of your guys' way. Yeah, you're good. And then I'll come back and finish the lower portion of this door off camera. And by the way, this entire job I've used one pad. That's the great thing about the pad washer. And I just sprayed it all over my cardigan. Oh, jeez. Good thing I put the polyurethane on the wood, though at least it protects it. But now I need to flip this over. Actually, you know what? I need to get a new rag. I've already used all the sides of this one. Still bumming about my Lake Country pad washer. All right. You guys saw the scratch already, so let's see what we can do with it. When you're spreading it out, you're not going to be spinning too much. As you guys notice, it's not spinning hardly at all, but I'm just spreading it out. Like it's getting rid of it, or at least hiding it really well. You gotta remember the paint's thin right there. That's the thinnest the paint's gonna be. You just gotta be careful when you're doing that. Know your limits. That's all I can say, know your limits. Don't push it. When you push it, then you're gonna mess up. Moth just flew down, scared the crap out of me. I was like, what the heck is that? hit this one more time. I'm not putting a bunch of pressure down. Letting the machine and the polish do the work. And it's pretty much gone. It's hidden really well, at least. Which he'll be happy with that. Ouch. Let's flip this over to a new side. If you're just joining us, this is a rinseless wash dampened towel. It's not soaked, it's just damp. Just giving me lubrication on my wipe off of the polish. I'm using Gold Standard Polish by DIY Detail with their wool pad, purple wool pad. That is a fantastic pad, by the way. Really wish he'd let me polish these. Ooh, that feels so good. Stripes, because they really, really need it, but he does not want me to. Nothing I can do about that. Okay, we're down to 13 people anyways. Ain't nobody watching. But it's okay. You guys that are here, that's what's important. Okay, you remember where the scratch was? We still have a little bit. Let's see if maybe my light will help us see it. No. Let's see. I'm trying to hold the camera steady. Right there. Right there. It's hard to see. It's not focusing on this yellow very well. But we were able to remove almost all of it. There's a little bit right there. So it's looking really good. Let me show you guys kind of a before and after. This will give you guys a really good idea what we just did. So as you guys can see, all these swirls. Let me get up here. And it's going to be even better once we put the rotary on it and start really jeweling the paint. It's going to make it even glossier. It's going to be sweet looking. All right, who's left in here? I'm going to finish by talking, and we're going to call this a live stream, and that'll be it. I'm going to straighten the camera up here best I can. I'm sweating. It's not even hot. I'm just fat, I guess. Very, very happy with this, you guys. It looks killer. I mean, it looks so good. The video is not doing it justice at all. Still here, Brian. Thank you, Eamon Kelly. Can Emerald be used outside like Geon Evo coatings? No, not really. You need to use it indoors. Yeah, Eamon Kelly, it's looking so good. I'm very, very happy with this. I'm really happy with the DIY Detail Gold Standard Polish because you guys have already heard me say this in the live stream once. Before you start polishing, did you do a traditional bucket wash or did you? No, I did a traditional bucket wash. This thing had not been moved in 5 years. Sat in a garage. Actually, my old shop I worked at, it's my boss's son's car, my old boss's son's car, in a repair shop. It was dusty. It had stuff all over. It had soot all over the back because this thing has no converters. This thing is loud. I mean, it's obnoxiously loud. And there was black across the whole rear bumper. So what I did, I used Grillo's Garage's foaming surface prep as my pre-wash because that's a high pH. I knew it probably didn't have any waxes on it, but it really helped me clean it. But I let that sit on there for about 2 minutes. Then I rinsed it off. After I got done rinsing it off, I used Incredible Suds in my foam cannon. I foamed it. Yes, this is kind of crazy. I foamed it again. I let it sit for a couple minutes and then I rinsed that off. And then I foamed it again. And then I went in contact by hand. After I got done doing that, I used DIY Detail Iron Remover. Is that the actual name of it? Yes, Iron Remover. I used that. And then I came in and I clayed. And I clayed with Grillo's Garage's Speed Shine. It's still my favorite clay lube, if you want to call it a clay lube. I could have used the iron remover and everything, but I was already done with the wash process. I didn't really want to mess with it. I used Speed Shine from Grillo's Garage, and I used my Nanoskin clay towel, which I love that thing. I need to get a new one because it's kind of wearing out. But I have DIY Details clay towel. I need to start using that one also. But yeah, and then I brought that. That's after I brought it in, and then I wet sanded the front bumper and did everything I needed to do with the front bumper, because that was the key point to this detail. One of the main reasons he brought it to me is like, I need you to do some work to this front bumper. I don't want to take it back to the guy that painted it. I need to see what you can do with it. And it turned out really good. It's not perfect. There's still a lot of problems with the front bumper because he painted it and it's got dirt in it. You can see the specks from dirt. It's not great, but it looks 90%. 90% better, probably 85, 90% roughly better. And it's thin. I can see the primer, the black primer underneath it. He needed to put another coat paint on it, but he didn't, obviously. You need to do my RAV4. Yeah, probably do need to do it. Camaro's competing with the sun on the brightness scale. Man, I'll tell you, this thing is sick. I mean, it did not look like this when I got it. I promise you guys that right now. But I'm very happy with the way that's turning out. I'll give you guys another view of it here really quick, and then I'm going to end this live stream because I need to get this car done. Luckily, I have it for as long as I need it. And yeah, we'll just end it like that. But let me go turn my hex lights on so you guys can get a really good view once again. And then there was light. Okay. Let me show you guys. I'm going to put a plug in here really quick on something. So you guys notice I went over and I hit a switch and my lights turned on. So I have outlets in my ceiling and I've always had to turn them on manually. Well, on Amazon, and I think it was only like 20 bucks. No, my writing's terrible. I bought this. It's a 3 switch, right? It's portable, but I hang it right here by my front door, by my door to the garage, and I can turn my lights on and off with it. Okay, and it just comes with 3 modules you put in the outlet, and you have 1, 2, and 3, and you can turn your lights on. So it's awesome to be able to do it like that. Hey, there's an ugly mug up there. Let me show you guys, and then we're going to end this live stream. So as you can see, all the gloss there, and this is without doing the jeweling or finishing with the rotary. This is just using gold standard polish as my compound with a wool pad. So just imagine how much more gloss we're going to have when this is all done. This back here, literally, let me sit down so I can show you guys. I can probably show you up here because I couldn't get it all off, but it doesn't matter because it's behind the license plate. That was on this whole entire thing was that, and so was all of this. I couldn't get it all the way out of these corners. I tried and tried and tried, and I gave up. This, you couldn't even see the chrome. It was black. The exhaust tip was completely black. Everything back here was black. And what I used on that, which I should have mentioned, I used All Clean 15-to-1 from DIY and my IK foaming pump-up sprayer. It looks like a garden style, you know, with the wand and everything. I let it sit on there for about 2 minutes. And then I went in and lightly agitated and then rinsed it off, and all the black was gone other than what's underneath there. That right there, man, I tried. Because the problem is he used to clean all the soot off, but he never took his license plate off. So that stuff is baked in. Nothing I could do with that. But yeah, this is it right here. This is about as good as it gets, you guys. I mean, I'm excited about this. Let me show you why I want to polish the, oh yeah, check that out. Why I'd like to polish this is because some bird poop right there, and right there had apparently dried at some point and stained it. But is what it is. So yeah, that's it. Anybody got any last second questions? Let me go turn my light off really quick. If you do, let me know. Otherwise, we're just going to go ahead and end this live stream so I can get back to getting this car done. Hopefully we're still live because I'm noticing that we might not be live on the screen up there. Anybody got any questions really quick before we end this live stream? That color yellow is light pigment color. Yeah, I mean, he needed more coats on there. That's for sure, Daryl. Thanks, Jim Love. Todd, speaking of the RAV4, I got your cargo liner right over there, and I even cleaned it for you. So when April brings it to you tomorrow, you can just put it straight in the car. It's as good as it's going to get, but it's clean. Have a good weekend, everyone. Thank you, Eamon Kelly. Good seeing you, Brian. Thank you, Jim Love. Yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out in the live stream. It was just a last minute thing, decision to go live. You guys got to see me do a little bit of my paint correction versus always watching it on video, because I just don't have time to video paint corrections anymore, because it takes so much extra work worrying about the camera, worrying about the microphones, worrying about the lighting. It was just easier just to go live today, and that was just a lot easier. So thank you guys so much for watching, checking it out. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, join the Fab family. We'd love to have you. We'll see you in the next video.